You got to speak up and speak from the heart with strength and tell the American people that you don't want a war, that you don't want to fight, and you don't want death. And that's what Trump is trying to create. Is he creating this? No. You know, drugs and all that, you really do have to get control of that. But it's getting to the point where it's going to cause mass casualties through this guy Trump, who's loony in the brain and needs to get away from his ego, you know, creating all this drama. And, you know, you got to get on TV and make a plea from your heart to the world that there is no war, that you don't want to fight, that you don't want a war. So you gotta tell everyone how it is.
Roberts did to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat from behind on Saturday night's main event.
Don't you realize, up until Steamboat, they were all open hand material, just little boys to play with.
Jake Roberts, let me ask you this. I agree with you. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was the toughest competition you faced here in the World Wrestling Federation. But that was the moment you chose to come up from behind before the match started. Perhaps you were afraid of meeting any real competition face to face?
You're saying that I'm afraid?
I'm asking the question.
You know something? Sometimes it's better to remain quiet and be thoughtful than it is to speak up in a race all doubt. And Steamboat, you made a mistake by turning your back on me, because I don't play no games. I don't have to play games. I don't have to watch games, because I can control this sport with one move.
The
DDT. You've seen what Steamboat looks like. Black eyes, everything, head swelling up. Looks like the Elephant Man. That's
because
a small
you administered
taste.
it to him on the concrete
It doesn't
floor.
matter. The bottom line in this sport is winners and losers. I never have been a loser.
Great.
Because winning is the only thing that fills the pockets. And that's what this sport's about. Do you understand that?
I understand, but I understand many men can make the same claim, but none of them have had to resort to behind the back sneak attacks, administering holes like the DDT on a man on a concrete
We
floor.
all do things differently. I make my own rules because it's much easier that way. Now, as far as Damien goes, that's just part of the intimidation thing that I do. Because if you're thinking about the snake, then you're not thinking about me. And when you don't think about me, well, why don't we ask Ricky Steamboat?
I doubt you have heard the end of one Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.